Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Tuesday, the 10th day of February. Here we go. We had been talking to you about covering the challah during Kiddush, and we had explained a whole bunch of stuff about it. One more detail to go, and it is this. We had explained that it's good to cover the challah during Kiddush because Kiddush gets the full honor at the beginning of Shabbos, as Shabbos is kind of escorted in. But the question is, when is it appropriate to start uncovering the challah? Can I uncover the challah right after Kiddush? Or do I have to leave it covered all the way until I finish the hamotzi? So a small short discussion on that, because it's going to depend on the reasoning. We had told you that one of the reasons to cover the challah is because we don't want to kind of trump the beauty and honor of the Kiddush that's being made. If we were just following that reason, then we would comfortably uncover the challah right away, right after Kiddush. Don't tune out yet. Also, if we were just sparing the challah from the shame of being not spoken about while we're making Kiddush over the wine, then as soon as the Kiddush over the wine is done, it would be fine then to right away uncover the challah. But remember, as we said, there was the one additional reason that we're also commemorating the mun. And the mun, when it came down, that food that they ate in the desert, it came down in a double portion for Shabbos. And that double portion was covered, get that's the key word, with dew on top and the bottom. And that's why we have a challah cover over the challah. And therefore, according to that reason, and we're not going to ignore that reason, whereas according to the other two reasons, it would have been fine to throw off the cover from the challah right after Kiddush is over, but because we're also covering the challah to commemorate what the mun was like, with a double layer of dew covering it above and below, following that reason, we would like to keep the challah covered, at least on Friday night, all the way up until after we do the hamotzi. Okay? All the way up until after the hamotzi, right before we eat it, we keep the challah covered. Now, according to Rabbi Neustadt, who does a nice little article on this in his book, he says that you should follow your family custom on this, because different families do different things, and you should follow whatever your family has been doing for ages. Now, if you are one of those people that says, my family doesn't really have a set custom on this, then this is the custom that he recommends you adopt for your family by default if you feel you don't have a custom. Here it is exactly the way Rabbi Neustadt describes. He said, Friday night, cover it until after the hamotzi. On Shabbos morning, cover it at Kiddush, and then during the hamotzi, cover it just partially. He doesn't say why, but just cover it partially during hamotzi. And then at Challah, no covering at all over the challah during Challah. This is based on different commentaries that discuss this matter, and they say full covering. Here it is one more time. If you have no custom for your family, you may adopt this custom of fully covering the challah Friday night until after the hamotzi, fully covering the challah at Shabbos lunch, and then partially covered during the hamotzi, and no covering at all during Challah. Hope that wasn't too confusing. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.